Okay, so I had started a video about cooking breakfast. So that's what I actually am doing. But my son at this time, he's not really kind of letting me do that by myself. He wants to be right here, which is fine with me. It is a little bit dangerous because sometimes but he kind of just sits still. But anyways, I wanted to share something with you guys, and you know how we are, and sometimes how we are affects how people treat us, how they're gonna treat us. Um, but a lot of times it's because we're not honest with ourselves, right? We're not honest with ourselves in communication with one another. We're not truthful with each other about our true feelings. We have to learn as adults how to really communicate. Um, and you know, just in retrospect, thinking about some things as far as like friendships and things like that, I've lost friends throughout the years, which I'm sure we all have. People come and go for whatever reason. Now, we have to learn that as we're friends with people or associates, whatever you want to call it, just the relationships that we have with one another, they actually affect the way that we actually operate, the way we move. And a lot of times it's basically because we're not honest with ourselves, right? We're not honest with how um, we should treat each other, how we should be treated. Um, and the reason why I say that is because we wonder why sometimes in relationships, why we withhold from one another as we call ourselves friends. Um, why we withhold from each other as we call ourselves associates, and then we get upset because we feel like maybe that person don't want to deal with us, or they may feel like I got too many issues, I have too many problems. But in reality, you have to understand that if you cannot be yourself in a relationship, and a relationship does not necessarily mean you have to be physically dating someone, having sex with someone. I'm talking about a relationship. A relationship meaning that anybody that you find yourself in communication with. That's a relationship. People that you spend and give your time to. So if you can't be honest with yourself, with them about how you feel, how you may not feel, how what they say and do affects you, you shouldn't be involved in that relationship. You shouldn't be dealing with these people because you cannot be your true self. Turn this off for a second. Oh my God. Sorry. I step away for a second. But I'm coming back to you guys. Second. So if you can't be your true self with people that you involve yourself with, um, then that's not really a relationship that you need to involve yourself with. Friends, family members, co-workers, whatever it may be. People you're dating. And if they cannot accept the true you, guess what? You don't need to deal with them. You don't need to even really involve yourself with these people at all. Because you're going to be finding yourself falsifying yourself, right? Which means you're not being true to who you are. And if you can't be true to who you are, drop these relationships, right? Because they're going to cause you to compromise yourself. And when you compromise yourself, and when you compromise yourself, you can't really be true to who God really wants you to be. Wants you, needs you, or created you even to be, right? But whose fault is that? In the end, it's your fault. Because you've allowed, Lord, You allow these people into your space, you know, um, to call themselves friends or whatever you want to say that you guys are. You've allowed them into your space. You've allowed them position in your life. And hold on, the baby's upset. I'm coming, man. And when you do that and you're not aligned the way that you should be with God, or just yourself, then you're going to find yourself making these irrational decisions, compromising yourself and not being true to who you are. So if you can't be you, love yourself for you, allow God to flow through you and be who you want to be, guess what? Or who He created you to be, guess what? You're always going to be an imitation. Because you're trying to fit yourself to be somebody who somebody else wants you to be and not your true self. So, and it hit me, and I had to really come to grips with the fact of, you know, I had to just come to grips with the fact that um, sometimes because we're either ashamed, we're embarrassed of whatever it may be, that we allow these feelings, thoughts of what other people feel, what they think, what they may or may not say to you. We allow those things to affect us. We allow them things to play a big part of how we really will approach life, approach situations, problems, or issues. We allow these things to dictate us. And it's because you've allowed it. But just know this, if you can't be you, can't be yourself, can't be true to yourself, because these people that you so-called call friends, these people that you entertain that way, guess what? You're going to continue to have problems. And just like our children, we teach them to be strong, be confident. But what are we doing on the sideline? We're not doing what we teach our children. We're not doing what was even taught to us. Because of fear of what somebody else may say, what somebody else may think, and that brings problems. So, anyways, people, I just want to say be true to who you are. If people can't accept you for who you are, the real you, let them go. If people cause you to compromise yourself, let them go. And even though we want to say everything is not spiritual, it is. You may or may not believe, but everything is spiritual. It really is. We're just in this physical realm right now, which we were basically cursed to because of Adam and Eve. Um, but at some point in life, it's going to cross your path. You'll walk with God. You know, these people that you involve yourselves with are in, and all of it plays a big part to being your true self, who you are, really. So ask yourself that. Look yourself in the mirror. Are you being true to yourself? Are people really seeing the real you? And if they're not really seeing the real you, then they're only getting the false side of you, and that's not even really you. You just putting on front. So, um, but don't put yourself through that unnecessary stress. I mean, it really, that's what it is. It's unnecessary stress. And it causes things within us that we say that we don't really want in our lives, but we actually ask these things into our lives by what we accept, by what we do, by what we tolerate. So at the end of the day, people, stay true to you. Stay true to you. At my age, if I could tell you anything, if I could teach you anything, be true to you. I don't care what church you go to, what kind of people you're around, you have to be true to you. If people are going to really love you and accept you, they're going to love you and accept you for who you truly are. And if they don't, they can't, they won't. Guess what? That's not up to you. That's not your issue. That's not your problem. Because people come in and out your life. People come a dime a dozen. My mama used to always say that. And it's true. So y'all be blessed. Stay true to who you are. Love yourself enough. Respect yourself enough to allow people to know who you are. Allow people to know the real you. And once they see the real you, if they stick around, they're for you. And if they don't, they're not for you. People will only pull from you what you give them. So give them positive energy and give them the true you. Have a good day, y'all.